Hey guys, I'm Sally.
And I'm Alan.
And we're Sal and Al.
The Woolslayers.
Welcome! It's episode 35, you guys.
Hi.
It's my age.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Not my age.
And I'm so happy to be back.
Me too.
We've had a super fun couple of weeks.
Guys, you got us to 1,000! Oh my gosh, I can't believe it.
Ask and ye shall receive.
Yes.
And you guys we asked you just, hey, if 4 people could just subscribe and put us over 1,000, that would be awesome. As of this morning, we have 1,019. Yay!
Oh my gosh! Because we actually went down.
Yeah, we did.
Down
we
to
went
92.
Down. Yes.
And then y'all hopped on
and then it exploded. And we just want to thank you. And if you told a friend, thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's honestly that's all we can ask is that, if you like us, tell a friend.
Right.
It's the best.
Yep.
So, if you're new, welcome.
Thank you for coming.
We hope you stick around. Thank you for checking us out. I don't usually wear glasses, so it's going to be a lot of me going and like this. So, I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. I'm trying. I usually wear contacts, so we'll see how I do. I'm Sally. You can find me on Ravelry as Sally Wren.
And I'm Alan, and I am Alan Loves Yarn on Ravelry, and that's ALLYN.
Yes. And we're on Instagram as Woolslayers Podcast, Facebook as Sal and Al, the Woolslayers, and we have a Ravelry group, Sal and Al, the Woolslayers. Mm-hmm. And you're definitely going to want to join that because we've got some fun information about our upcoming retreat.
Camp Woolslayers!
Do we want to do that at the end or right now? You just want to go ahead?
Yeah.
Okay, we have Camp Woolslayers information, you guys. Okay.
Okay, first, today we sent the information out to last year's campers.
Yes.
And giving them all the room rate information, telling them that
the date of registration, all that,
which will be January 11th. Today's December 11th. January 11th, they get to register, and then on February 11th, everybody else is open to register.
Yep.
So we're gonna
save the date, February 11th.
We'll open it up.
The link will be available that day. I'm so
excited. I know.
Yeah. So if you're an alumni of camp, check your email. Also, so do we want to tell the rates?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, let's go ahead and tell the rates, and then we'll tell you about the super fun addition to camp this year.
Yay!
I'm a little excited.
You have it?
I had it pulled up, and then we started talking about Old Navy.
Yes, because I want this shirt, because this shirt goes perfectly with this shawl.
You guys, like it's meant to be.
Yeah, they're perfect.
Yeah. So anyway, now I have to re-pull up the information because it was still on Old Navy.
Yeah, but Old Navy doesn't have this anymore.
There's a little peek behind the scenes, you guys. We were online shopping before we started. And yes, it's out. Sorry, this color is out.
I know.
But you should get the shirt in any color you can get it because it's hella comfortable. Okay. So yes, we already told you early registrants, which are alumni or people who tried to come last year, they get to register on January 11th. Everyone else will be able to register on February 11th. The camp is May 17th through the 19th, 2019 in Wimberley, Texas at the Wimberley Inn, which you already knew. Here's the rooms, you guys. There's going to be a standard room with 2 queen beds. Why don't you say this part because this was yours. This was yours.
So if you choose the double option where you have a roommate and there's 2 people in the room, then it's $375. And if you choose the single option, it's $330.
Yes.
The standard 2 queen room double option is $330, and you can tell us that you have somebody you want to room with, or we can just pair you up with somebody. And then if you come as a single, it's $585. Then we have 2 kinds of deluxe rooms. One with 2 queen beds. The double is $375, and the single
each, like you and your roommate both pay $375.
Right, and then the single option is $675. And then the Deluxe King Bed, where there's 1 king bed in the room, the double option is $375 and the single is $675. So the 2 deluxe rooms are the same price. You either have 1 king bed or 2 queen beds. And when you register, you get to choose what kind of room you want because that determines what you pay.
Yeah.
And that includes the retreat.
Yes.
It includes your room.
That's a 2-night stay, 2 breakfasts, 2 dinners, and the goodie bag and the entry into the market. Which is free for everyone, but still.
But
you get VIP.
Yes.
If you're a guest, you get we're gonna have a market. Yay! And so it'll be from 9 to 12 that morning, the Saturday of the retreat. The first hour is campers only.
Yes.
And then after that, we'll let the public come in.
Right. 9 to 10 campers
it's
only.
It's free for the public to come in, but still, you do get entry into the market.
Right.
Okay, so anyway, 2 nights, 2 breakfasts, 2 dinners, and that gets you into the raffle that we're going to have and the goodie bag.
Yes. And the raffle, the way it works is everybody who's a camper gets something from the raffle.
Yes.
Like everybody's a winner.
Everybody gets a prize.
No whammy.
It's just the order in which you're drawn.
Right.
You
choose your prize.
It was really fun last year. It was really fun. Just everybody was still anxious because they wanted to be next, but at the same time, it's nice to know you're not going to leave with nothing.
Right.
Because I've done that too. Right. I've been the one that didn't win. So anyway, that's the room rate and dates and everything situation.
And then there is an option to come out Thursday night.
Yes.
But there's no retreat activities. Yes. It's just for you to get there early.
And it doesn't include any food or anything.
Right. It's just for the room. And so that for a double on a standard room is $80. A single on a standard room is $155. And then a double on a deluxe room is $100. And a single on a deluxe room is $199.
Yeah.
So
that's just to get you there so that you're there.
Because we had that request from campers last year. Like, they wanted to be able to go the night before.
Yeah, especially if you're driving in. Like, we're going to be there Thursday night.
Yeah, we'll be there early.
Yeah. So, anyway, it's super exciting, you guys. So now let's just tell you who is signed up to be vendors at the market so far. We still got a little, invitations out to a few vendors. And if they can't do it, we'll, have a few other people that we would love to have. But for right now, we for sure, barring unexpected circumstances.
Right.
Like, these people are signed up to be vendors.
Committed.
Yes, committed. Our first one is the lovely Diane of Suburban Stitcher. And she's also going to be a camper, so. And she was there last year. Yeah. Which is super exciting. So she's going to have a table full of yarn. What's our next one?
Our next one is By the Bay Bag Company. Yay!
They had this super cool knockoff fringe supply bags that Alan showed 2 times ago?
2 times ago, I think. Yeah.
So fun. In all the colors.
I know. So excited. All the colors, all the sizes. Yay!
All the things.
And then our third one is another one that I saw at East Texas Fiber Festival. And showed the yarn that I purchased there. It's Savvy Skein.
Savvy Skein! So excited for all 3. Even if no one else can come, like, that's a good market.
Right.
But
exactly.
We do have a little bit more space we could fill. So stay tuned.
Yes.
I'm so pumped. It has been so fun. Like, we've really been working hard on it the last couple of weeks. And
it feels so real.
It's starting to become real. Yeah.
Right.
I'm even more excited about this year than last year, for
Me
sure.
too.
Like, and I was pretty pumped about last year's.
Yeah. The venue is so great.
Oh my God, the venue. The little inn. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
And the little town. I love that town.
Yep.
Yes. So, get pumped, guys. Get stoked, because it's happening.
Pack your trunks. We're going to camp.
Save the date. If you're not alumni, February 11th for registration.
And we'll have the information in our Ravelry group.
I'm going to be putting all this information into the group. There's a thread already there. I'm just going to update it. Okay? All right. Now let's get to the knitting. Okay, did you have any fails?
No.
Me either.
Yay! That's always so good.
So we can just...
Well, okay, I am going to say, I'm not going to count this as a fail.
Okay.
Because I am in charge of my knitting.
This is true.
But I am officially stopping the interpretations once a month for 2018.
You know what?
I got really close.
We don't do mojo killers around here. We've learned.
Right.
And so
they're still going to stay in my queue.
Yeah.
Because I only have
But you're
two
not going to
items
pressure
left.
yourself.
Right.
You only had 2 left, right?
Exactly. And one of the projects I put in was a hat, and I pretty much really only chose it because I wanted something smaller to get the goal done. It wasn't something that I was dying to make. So I'm like, I already took that one out of my queue.
Yeah.
And then one of the others I do really want to make. It's that flyaway twist that's orange and gray.
You have the yarn for that.
I have the yarn for it.
It's going to happen.
Yeah, it'll happen.
But you'll enjoy it more when you choose it because you want to knit
Right.
it rather than you have to.
Right. And it will be, like, I don't need to have more than one garter stitch shawl on the at the same time. True. So it'll be when I finish the current one I'm working on. And so.
Well, I think you did excellent. Like, I'm
Thank you.
super proud of you. Like, you did 10 projects from interpretations this year. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah. Plus everything else I knit.
Right.
So.
And that's not the only thing you were doing. So I think that's great.
I'm very happy.
Yeah. I'm glad you don't really consider it a fail.
No, not really.
Because it's really not.
It's kind of just.
It's less of a fail than me totally giving up on the birds. Does that make you feel bad? Mine's more of a fail than yours. Yeah.
Right,
I think you should be proud of what you got done.
I am. I'm very proud.
It was just a goal. It wasn't a requirement.
Right.
Okay. All right. So slays. What'd you slay?
Slay.
Hey, slay.
Okay.
But this month it's spelled. This month it's spelled Sleigh.
You're so cute. You are so cute. I love it.
Sleigh bells ring.
I finished the
Oh my gosh. I love that yarn so much.
It is great.
It looks like thermal underwear and I love it.
It does.
The
wait till you see the inside. So it's just a broken rib stitch. So when you spread it out, you can see that there's pearls in there in between the knit columns. It's the Graham hat, Graham, and I did convert it to be sport weight because the pattern calls for worsted, and it worked out really well, the conversion I did. I put all the notes in my Ravelry project.
Aren't you good?
I know. Well, I did it last night because I better do it before I forget. Also, because I could see my mom making it, and I know
she'll need that.
She'll want the modification.
Well, that's very generous of you.
And I'll put a picture in here of Zane wearing it.
He's so cute.
He loves it.
Oh, good.
And it looks so good on him. It fits really well.
I'm not surprised it looks good on him because he's so fair, and that's such a jewel color. So is it reversible?
It isn't technically, but I think it is.
And you wove your ends in so well.
I tried to.
That it doesn't.
To weave in the ends.
If you would have told me that was how it's supposed to look, I would have been like, that looks amazing.
And it would totally be reversible if I hadn't messed up right there. There's like right there, one line where I knit the whole round instead of knit purl.
It doesn't show on the other side?
It doesn't show on the other side.
Hilarious.
And honestly, even if it's on this side, it looks like a design element.
Oh, like a stripe.
I just did a stripe.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And you can't even really see it in the camera.
Not really.
It's right there.
And honestly, when it's slouched on his little head.
Right. Because I had more stitches, I had to change my decreasing. So I stopped a little short, like it called for 7 inches. I stopped at 6.5 because I needed to have more decrease rounds. And I feel like it's a little too pointy here, but it's fine when he has it on because then you just kind of poke it in.
Like if it was a beanie, it would be annoying.
Right.
It's cute. I love that yarn.
So he's in 5th grade and his school district does outdoor school, which I don't know. Okay. It's essentially they go to this place that they do a lot of outdoor, sciencey stuff. And so we had 2 days of it, and it was yesterday and today. So he wore this yesterday, and I told him he couldn't have it today.
I was going to say, today it's warmed up and it's nice, but it was still pretty cold yesterday, right?
It was cold.
Yeah. It was cold this morning.
Yeah. So we rated the other half to see, and he actually picked, I forget what it's called, the one that I made out of the Independence wool, the blue with the cable down. But he picked that, and his head's so much smaller than mine that it actually looks a tiny bit slouchy. So
that's funny. Yeah. Okay, well, I will just move into. Oh, I should have let you borrow this.
Oh.
I'll move into my little boy hat.
Yeah.
It's so cute. This is the Force Awakens hat.
It looks so great.
It's a free pattern from Mrs. Ludecky. I don't know. She's awesome. She does all kinds of free. She's the one who did the Rogue One hat, which I've made for Mitch. So like, and I made it out of like navy blue and then gray and white. And so like my boys look so cute together. So it
what does Nolan call these?
Diaper butt guy. The stormtroopers are diaper butt guys. Because you know they have those plastic bodies. And it does. They look like they're wearing diapers.
Yep.
So it's got diaper butt guys. It's got lightsabers. It's got, and Nolan loves, he's like, look at my hat. It's got TIE fighters. He knows all their little names. TIE fighters and lightsabers and diaper butt guys. He knows that they're stormtroopers, but he's not going to pass up an opportunity to say diaper butt.
Or butt. Just butt in general.
So it's all in Cascade 220 Superwash. So it's so soft. I love Cascade 220 Superwash.
It is a really good, sturdy yarn for kid stuff.
Yes, and I actually made Mitch's Rogue One hat out of Cascade 220 Superwash, but then the blue was just Cascade 220, and it is so much scratchier, which it's fine. It's fine. He doesn't. Right. It doesn't bother him, but like Superwash is so soft, but also holds up really well. So,
and it's a good price point.
It's perfect for color work too because it's so tone. You know, it's just it's all solid. You know, so it's perfect. Everything shows up really well.
Love it.
Yeah. It was so fun. All I wanted to work on. He has worn it. He wore it to the marathon. My husband ran the Dallas Marathon on Sunday. And Nolan wore it that day. And he got some really cute. People were like, oh my God, Star Wars.
I bet he did.
So,
and it's not one everybody sees every day.
Right. Yeah, I was really happy with it. So this was not even cast on last time.
That's awesome.
So that's a whip and it was like a new cast on and slay. And now he'll be excited because he can wear it to school.
Right.
Because I didn't even let him wear it yesterday. I only let him wear it to the marathon
on Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, my next.
Let me get my head out of your way.
FO. Slay. And man, I slayed this one. Oh, I meant to bring a full-size iPad.
Oh yeah, I have a mini.
I did.
Oh, here, I have a book. You want to use my book?
Oh, yeah, we can use that.
This is pretty close to iPad mini size.
It might be too thick.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
There's a smaller book.
Let's see. Nope, it works.
Cute. Oh, it's not on camera, though.
I know. Okay. Okay, so here's how it works. It is the reading rest. And...
Oh, it's so cute.
And it sits on this ledge. It's a free pattern. And it was super easy to knit.
It's so cute.
It's super cute. It kind of looks like a boob.
You could use that for lots of stuff. Cookbooks, although I don't know if you'd want it in the kitchen just because it would. But still, like...
And you could make this deeper. That's just 2 rows of stockinette. It's really clever construction.
It looks really interesting.
It is not fun to sew up.
Oh.
I mean, it's not.
Well, it's because you're trying to keep the pellets and stuff in?
Well, no. So, it's mostly pellets, and then you put a little bit of fiber fill in the corners.
Oh, gotcha. That makes sense.
And it called for, like, a stocking or, a nylon to put the fiber fill in. I used an old sock. Like, the kids...
Why not?
Right. It was a sock that was pretty thin. We only had one, and it didn't have a hole in it yet, because that would defeat the purpose.
Right.
And I tried just tying it in a knot, but then the knot was too hard. Like, you really felt it in here. And so I ended up... My serger was out, and you could use just a regular sewing machine, too. But I had... The serger was there. All I had to do was turn it on and feed it through, and it was... like 2 seconds it was done. So
it's a sewn sock full of the pellets.
Full of the pellets. And I think the amount of pellets is right. Like if you put more, it would be too big.
Okay.
I could see making this exact same one, but in a larger yarn, like in a bulky yarn to make it bigger.
Yeah.
You wouldn't change your needle size just so that it's not hard to knit. It's not a super tight knit. A lot of toys are super tight, and so it can hurt your hands to knit into the fabric. So it ends up as a flat piece, and then you sew certain parts. At one point she has the fabric laid out here. I'll put a picture of the one. Don't use that picture to know how to sew it. Okay. The next picture, because I laid my fabric out like that. I folded it the way she said. I sewed the left side. I sewed across, and I needed to do it the other way.
Ooh.
Right. Because in the next picture where she shows it sewn, those two sides sewn, it's flipped over. And so it was like the wrong way. Like it wasn't going to work.
You have to undo it.
So I had to undo it. I know. It wasn't too bad because
I know, but still.
Right. I know. I mattress stitched. So when it was on a selvage edge, I mattress stitched those together. So probably that. No.
I love a mattress stitch.
Can't even tell where it is. Don't even know.
Yeah, because the pattern kind of hides it.
I think it might be right here. But so I redid it and got the two sides sewn down and was trying to fold it the way I thought that she was saying to fold it and look, and I'm like, man, that's not going to make a triangle. How does that work? That's not going to work. And so I went on to the project page and looked at the comments, and a ton of people were like, I don't know how to, I don't get it. If you do what she says, it works.
Okay.
And because it just seems like, no way. Because you have a square.
That's cute.
But it works. And the part when you have to sew across this, you're using your cast on edge attached to this fabric, and so I just whip stitched it, and it doesn't even show.
Yeah, you can't.
It's kind of hidden all the way back there, which I didn't realize at the time that would happen. But it's going to book club tonight, and somebody else will be getting it. And as I was knitting it, it took no time to knit. I'm like, I'm going to make 100 of these. Right. I got a whole bag of this yarn. And then you
sewed it up, and you were like, never mind.
Yeah. I was like, no.
You have to forget how hard it was to...
And when I went to Home Depot to get the wooden dowel for this, you buy one that's 3 feet long. Well, I went ahead and cut them all, everything to this side.
Oh. So now if you want to make a bigger one.
Right. I couldn't do that. Yeah. But I also have 10 of these, so I can make 10 more. But I don't know. If somebody else would sew them up.
You could make them little kits and give them away.
Oh, that's true.
Knitters.
Oh, I could. Yeah. I could. So the pattern itself,
really cute.
The knitting is easy, but I feel like the finishing on it is challenging.
Okay.
Because you
really have to
kind of fold and get in there and sew. So
I can see that where that would be. Fiddly.
Very fiddly.
Very fiddly. Yeah. Okay. Well, I love it. Thank you. Okay, I have one more.
I love it.
Gigantic man socks. I have 2 of them. They have heels. They are done.
They are huge.
They are huge. I feel like they're bigger than his socks usually turn out even. So but whatever. These are the Regia Perfect.
And they are perfect.
I thought they were Arnie and Carlos, but now I'm not so sure. I think I might have thought I was looking through the Arnie and Carlos line and these were in there, but I don't think they are. I was looking at the label and I'm like, I don't see their names on there.
Oh yeah,
and usually their names.
Yeah,
they are perfect though.
They are.
Look at that.
They're super cute.
Not even a stitch out of place.
But that says a lot about your knitting skills that you keep in even tension.
It's me for sure.
It does. It totally does.
It's definitely my talent. Thank you. You're the best friend ever. So I literally just did my no pattern recipe of cast on, ribbed until it changed colors. This one I kind of let the yarn tell me when I was done, because I probably wouldn't have done such a long ribbing because I hate it. But that's a perfect ribbing. That's how long you should do ribbing. And then I just knit a sock tube until these bands of color, did a standard toe, and then cut in my afterthought heel. And I had enough yarn.
Right.
Oh, and I have some for you.
Oh my gosh, that's all you have left?
No, I actually had another pretty good sized ball. But I did both heels out of one so that I could give you that, and then I have the other ball for so I can do a blanket square.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Thank you.
Yeah. So anyway.
Okay.
Those are for Mitch.
Awesome. Okay, I have a hoe. A hoe.
Always.
Okay.
I'm so excited. I've been waiting for these. I'm so excited.
I finished one no-show sock.
Oh my god, it's so cute.
How cute did that striping end up?
I've already seen it like over the phone, and I'm still like, oh my god, it's so cute.
It is so cute. And it was very entertaining. Like, it's not an on-the-go sock yet for me.
Okay. That makes sense with short rows.
Because you essentially, you're doing short rows the whole time.
Yeah.
You're not ever knitting a tube where you just knit. Now the short rows are not difficult.
No, but...
And the pattern is so well done.
You have to look when you're doing short rows.
Yeah. The pattern is so well done. It's like a 10-page pattern. But she gives you pictures. There's tutorials. It is worth the $6.50 for the pattern.
Nice.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. It's precious.
I love the striping. And I was a little worried. I'm like, with the short rows,
it's gonna mess it up.
Yeah. But no. And then you see
that's just one from one skein, right? Okay. It's so cute.
20 grams.
Nice.
Yeah. Now, I did block it because
it looks kind of scrappy.
Oh,
you know, and so I'm like, I just want to verify. That's just how it came out.
Yep, just one.
Cute.
And in the pattern, she gives you the instructions for doing 2 colors.
Okay.
And her instructions are for double point needles, but so easy to convert to magic loop.
If you know how to do magic loop, you can figure it out.
But it's also how she wrote it, because she doesn't, when she writes it, she doesn't put needle 1, needle 2, needle 3, needle 4. She puts instep and sole. And so I just had one side of my magic loop was the instep and one side was the sole, and I had a little stitch marker to show which one was the beginning, and it was super, super easy.
And how's the fit?
So, there's a section like right in here where she's like, put it on your foot and get to a certain number of inches from your heel. And if you're not at that, then just add some more of these short rows. And so I added 7 sets of short rows.
Oh, okay.
I know. And I think it's just a little short. But, so I did block it.
I will say, as someone who knits and wears hand knit socks, they get bigger throughout the day.
So that's what I was wondering.
So it might be for the best.
And
because you don't want a no-show sock to be too big, because that's the problem we have, is that they fall off.
They fall down.
So you might have done it perfectly.
I might have, and I'm tempted to wear this one sock.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, just wear it around the house.
Right. Because what I noticed with the Rose City rollers that I made, I feel like those I made just a tad short because I was so eager to be done, to be finished. Finished, because I'm not a cake. Hi, Mom.
Has she been therapizing you?
No, but every time my boys...
Have you had your head shrunk?
No.
Oh, I need mine shrunk.
But she's great about grammar lessons with the boys.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyway.
So you're not done with your dinner. You're finished with
exactly, because people are finished and things are done.
Bless her heart.
I know.
I taled to her on the phone this week.
You
by the
did?
Way. Or last week. Yes, she called me.
Just
saying.
So sweet.
I talked to Ellen's mom on the phone.
I love it.
She is. She's awesome.
So what I noticed with the Rose City rollers was that I've had them probably a year, but I probably have only worn them 10 times, but I feel like they fit better now. So they've grown on their own.
My socks always grow.
But I didn't know, because I'm not familiar with hand knit socks. I didn't know, do they wear better if they're looser, or do they wear better if they're tighter? Like, if
you mean like as far as getting holes and stuff?
Right, exactly.
I don't think you want them to be loose.
Because then they move
slide
around.
Yeah.
But if they're too tight,
you don't want them to be too tight out. For sure. Because
they have to be Goldilocks perfect.
No, but they have to be, not too, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm excited. I'm glad it didn't take me very long to do these. And really, the only reason it took as long as it did was because I was so focused on the pattern.
You were figuring it out.
I plan on making a lot of these. And what I'll get better at is my toe, because I still have those little...
And it still looks pretty good, though.
It does.
Yeah.
But it's getting it to shape this way when you don't have very many rows. And then I feel like I did either my short rows too tight, because it's kind of puckery here. I either did my short rows too tight, or it was when I was switching to the next needle and I pulled it too tight. So I think I would do because it doesn't stretch much at that point. Like, it'll stretch out here, but it doesn't have much give.
That could just be the way. I mean, because, like store-bought no-show socks do that. Are you talking about how it curves?
No, I'm talking about right here.
Oh, I see. Pucker. I see what you're saying.
And
that could just be the short rows, though.
It could. And
go look and see if other people's do it.
And she gives you a very specific bind-off.
Okay.
But now I'm like, I'm going to be using them on a lot of stuff.
You liked it, huh?
I liked it a lot.
Okay.
And she tells you exactly, because you want this to be tighter. No. You want this to be tighter. You want the back to be tighter and this to be looser. And
wow.
I mean, it's so
super
well
in depth.
She has thought of everything with this sock. I tried.
That makes sense because you want the heel to be tight.
And this is all the way up here. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's genius.
Yeah.
I'm so making some. I would have had them cast on if I wasn't trying to finish everything else.
Right. So my color changed as I was doing the bind off, and so I have this little.
You know what we say?
What?
Ain't that a kick in the pants?
That's right.
Hi, Kirby Werby. She's not watching.
So I tried to, because I still had purple, I tried to like duplicate stitch over it, and I realized it was making it super tight.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
So I didn't keep going.
It's just the nature of hand knit.
And it looks ripply here, but it's not when you put it on.
When you put it on. Because it looks great. I'm so excited.
I just love the
I
yarn.
want you to wear it around and tell me what happens.
Yes, I'm going to do that. But I might not be patient. I might have to still go ahead and cast on.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
So I had that much left. I had... Because
it wasn't a full skein. Remember, it was a... It was a remnant or whatever.
Mm-hmm. It was 46.6.
It wasn't even a half skein then.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No. So this is the repeat from the orange to right there.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got through to the purple. So I just have the gray and red left.
Very cool.
I'll put that in my scrap thing.
Very cool.
My scrap blanket. So yeah, I'm very excited.
That's awesome.
I have not cast on the next one yet, but it will be. Like, I am not concerned about that because I don't have enough of those kinds of socks. Yeah. And every time I go to grab the others,
you want it, so you're gonna.
I'm like, I need more of these.
Yep.
So yeah.
All right. That's all my sleeves.
That's all my sleeves.
Okay. Whips.
What
you got whipping over there?
Well, I have the other sock, and I still have my everything sweater.
That's the big blue one, you guys.
Yes, the big blue one. And it's still, I really am making progress, but
you can't tell.
You can't tell, so I'm not even going to show it. And then the other one is my Be Kind shawl.
Oh yeah, I always forget about it, and then you pull it out, and I love it.
I can show you. I mean, I'll show you what it looks like.
It's growing.
For sure. It's growing. Yeah. I've got 305 stitches on the needle now. I've gone through 3 short row sections. And it's just lots of garter. Yeah. And one thing that I will say, so when you're doing these holes, these yarn overs, that's the short rows, and so you do it from this end, and this one was, you do a certain number of stitches, knit back, go certain number of stitches before the previous one, and it's always the same. Like, this row happened to be 5, the next one will be a different number. Mm-hmm. And so I was trying to just do it by, like, I know how to see my yarn, my turn. I can just count from that. But I think I was going to plan to do it in the dark, and I'm like, I need something where I don't have to look at it. So I started putting a stitch marker in, and what I would do is I would knit to the stitch marker because that's where I was supposed to turn. Take the stitch marker out, very similar to doing birds of a feather. Take the stitch marker out, and I am doing this because I would put it in my mouth.
Me too.
And then turn the work, knit the 5 stitches, put the stitch marker back in, knit back, knit. So but
it's only for that one section too. It's not the whole entire shawl.
Well, but I had 49 short rows on this one row, and
then you get to do garter for a while, right? Mm-hmm. So at least that helps.
Yeah. But I went so much faster.
Yeah.
Not having to because I was constantly check. Whereas if I just had the stitch marker, so it just made it easier.
That's what they're for.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like I'm supposed to have 2.5 skeins for this. And granted, there will be many more stitches on the needle, but I'm maybe halfway through the first skein, and I think I'm halfway through the shawl.
Weird.
Or maybe more than a third through the shawl. So I might not. I was
not sucking up the yarn as much as
right. But I've also been like, oh, I'm hardly using anything, and then stressing at the end.
Yeah, crying. Yeah, been there. Okay, so I only have. Was that your only whip? Because I only have one.
Yeah.
And I just cast it on last night, so it's a tiny. Because I just finished Mitch's socks yesterday. They're still a little bit damp actually. So this is the Zaria shawl from Amba O'Brien, and you'll have to put in a picture.
Yeah.
Do you know what it looks like?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Oh yes.
Okay.
I remember you buying this yarn for it.
Yes. So it's the Zaria shawl from Amba O'Brien, and there it is, guys. There it is. It's Barbie undies right now.
I was gonna say it's elfin.
It's elf undies. So, what yarn is that? You might be asking. Or if you're a super,
regular
photographic memory, you might remember when I bought this yarn.
Right.
So it's Suburban Stitcher salted caramel, which is so not a normal color for me, but I dig it.
It's in your.
Oh my god. And then this is Horseshoe, which was the exclusive colorway for the Hill Country retreat that we went to, because it was at Horseshoe Bay. So this is Horseshoe. And it's
perfect.
Yeah, it's really good. It's got all kinds.
It's got blue and green and the caramel color. Oh, and it looks so much like the pattern.
Right? I just had to. So, those are going to be a Zaria shawl.
Love it.
So, literally just cast it on and barely got to do any work on it, but at least I had something.
Right.
So you'll get to watch this grow, hopefully. Yay. It does have, so it started out with, you're doing a center double decrease, and it was put in a locking stitch marker. Well, you can see I haven't moved it because you can already tell where you're supposed to do it.
Right. So she used the one that I used, where you knit to...
So I'm not going to even need that.
Right.
Yeah. Not right now anyway. The pattern does change and have some lacy parts, so maybe I'll need it later, but for right now I'm like, oh, good.
Right.
I got it.
Right.
So anyway, not much to say, but super gorgeous yarn and a super gorgeous pattern, and I hope I can stick with it. Fingers crossed.
I think you can. I think you can.
Yeah. Mojo's getting better, but still fingers crossed.
I am off the charts ridiculous about how much I want to knit.
Good.
Not clean, not work for money.
Well,
knit for no money.
We're at my house today, guys, and Alan has very kindly not mentioned how gross my floors are.
Oh.
Because first of all, I've been working a ton and super exhausted, and then the whole race took up all of Sunday.
Oh, true.
And it just didn't happen. And so, but we're good enough friends that it's I didn't even say anything until this moment about sorry about my gross house. I'm like, you just know. You know how much I've
been in my house when it's gross. No.
Whatever. Yeah. You guys just get to see this little slice of...
right. That's what's great about the camera. It shows a lot, but it doesn't show dust.
It doesn't show my big hips or my gross floors. Anyway, moving on.
Yes.
Trophies.
No trophy.
Oh my God.
I finally did not
Finally.
buy anything.
And I have some. I've got an SQ. Women or people. I almost said.
What's an SQ?
I almost said. I got an SQ. It's a sweaters quantity.
Oh. I should know that.
There's your vocab for today. Wait, Melody and Aaron would say bing bong boom. Bing bong boom. Vocab with Sally.
Abbreviation.
SQ is a sweaters quantity.
Yep.
And I'm super pumped about it.
I know. I am too.
Okay, so remember last time? Was it last time? No, it was 2 times ago.
Uh-huh.
That you showed us your gorgeous yarn that you're going to make an Elton sweater out of.
From Yoo-hoo.
I'm going to make an Elton.
I'm so excited.
Yes.
She's going to make one with me.
Yes. So this is a Suburban Stitcher.
So shocking.
I know. Settle down. It's shocking. And I'll see if I can get this. It's showing up pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's, now it's blowing out.
Now it's kind of rusty looking. It's not rusty.
It's cranberry is what the color is called.
It's better back here.
Yeah. It's so pretty. And so I have 3 skeins. This is her single sock because the pattern actually called for a single.
Oh, did it?
So I got single sock, 3 skeins.
That's good back
and
then.
I don't know that I went back and forth with her and I was like, I just don't know. But
it's such a pretty color. You'll use it in
something.
It is.
And this is only like 400 yards in her single. And I think the pattern had said I needed 2 skeins, but if you look at the yardage, and that was the case for this too. The pattern said I needed 1 skein of mohair, but Diane was like, hey, just because she's super knowledgeable about all things Hohi and yarn and everything, she's like, I'm pretty sure that she's using such and such yarn and their mohair skeins are huge. So you're going to need more than 1. And so I was like, oh my God, like why did I not even...
Like, we know how to read a pattern.
I know how to do this. But apparently it's been too long since I bought yarn because I was like, oh my God, thank you. So I have 2 skeins of her silky mohair. And this is the same color, but that's just how different.
Right.
But I think
they're going to look so great
so
together.
Good, yeah. That's just, how different bases take it. But
different fibers,
is
everything.
For Elton. And I'm super excited because I've been wanting to make a sweater, but I'm tired of all my stuff not fitting because I'm losing weight. And so, like, my little bird is huge. Like, I probably can't ever wear it again.
I want you to let me try to sew up the seam.
I just knit it. There's no seams.
I know, but sew it up on the side.
It'll be, it's lace weight. You can't do that.
Why not?
It'll have, like, a humongous, it's this dainty wisp of a sweater, and then it's going to have these,
No. Well, it's worth
You're
a
talking
shot.
about the Haida feud.
No. I'm thinking little bird.
You had said to do that with my Hito Fude, too, but...
But I want to do it with your little bird.
I don't want it. I don't
Okay.
Want it.
So what are you going to do with it?
I don't know. Just wear it as a big slouchy one, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. But Elton is meant to be worn with a ton of ease. So I'm thinking make it...
And it's a cardigan.
Right. So I can make it and have it be fitted, and then it'll still work as a baggy sweat, loose with positive ease. If I continue to when I continue to lose weight. So I am super excited. I thought I was going to do this in January with Alan, but I might be putting it on hold. I might go ahead and cast it on and get it started while I wait because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be knitting a sample for someone.
Who would that be?
I'm pretty sure it's fine if I say I'm knitting a sample for Diane. And so I'm going to bust her sample out first, but I might go ahead and cast it on just so that I have it ready.
I've heard, what I was told when I bought my yarn was that once you get past the shoulder shaping, and there isn't much shoulder, like once you get past the shoulder, it's a boxy.
Easy, yeah.
And so you literally are just knitting back and forth, no increasing, no decreasing. It's just a square.
You're just switching from mohair to sock. So I think that's what I'm going to do.
And then that can be your easy dark knitting.
And so I can probably do it at the same time that I'm doing the other.
It just won't be a nanny swimo.
No, but I might do hers as a nanny swimo.
Oh, true.
Should we explain what nanny swimo is?
Bing bong boom.
Bing bong boom.
Have they trademarked that yet? They should trademark
I don't know. They trademarked It's On.
That's true. TM. Oh, we can't use it.
And we're talking about Heaving Bosoms podcast again.
Okay.
So nanny swimo, go ahead.
It is knit a sweater in a month.
Yes, so there's Nanny Rimo.
Oh.
That's a real thing.
Okay.
It's in November. It's Or maybe it's October. I'm acting like I know. No, it's November.
I thought November was Nanny Swimo.
No. Well, if it is, they stole it from Nanny Rimo.
Oh, okay.
Because Nanny Rimo has been around forever. And I've never...
Knit a sweater for Rhinebeck.
No.
What's Nanny?
Nanny Rimo is write for authors, for people writing books. It's been around forever.
They did totally steal it.
And I've never heard of the knit thing until like this year.
Oh, I've known about it for a couple of years.
Okay, but I've known about Nanny Rimo. It's Rye, like WRI, for a long time.
Huh.
So I am not going to 100% say which one came first, but I'm pretty sure it was the writing. It's
I think
you're supposed to just write your tail off for a month. Just word count, get your word count, just barf it onto the page for a month. It's for people who are trying to write a book.
Right. So
anyway, but for us,
right, and
that's neither of us.
Right, no, not doing that. November is Nanny Swimo. That's when, like, there's...
I think that's when the real one is, too.
Yeah.
The writing.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but we have two friends that are going to do it in January. And I was like, yes, I want to do it in January because I want to get my everything sweater off the needles. Like,
Before then,
yes, I probably won't cast anything on between now and the beginning of January.
Yeah.
Or unless I get these two projects off the needles.
Right. And then you'll have to because what?
Podcast.
Just cast on another sock.
Right. Well, yeah.
You have to have something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also might see the bright shiny thing and cast something on. You never know. But my goal is to just focus on these two, the shawl and the sweater that I have on the needles. And then in January, I can cast on Elton and maybe do Nanny Swimo. Attempt Nanny Swimo.
Exciting.
Yeah.
So my Nanny Swimo will either be the Elton or the sample.
Mm-hmm. Have you picked out the sample? What you're gonna?
She has two options, and she gave me three options, and I gave her two. I was like, I'll do either that one or that one.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So here's the label. She has new labels,
okay.
And she knows that she doesn't have. She was like, "Can I just send you one label?" And I was like, "Yes." But by the time I said yes, she was like, "Good," because I already sent it with just one label. She was like, "You don't really need 5 labels, do you?" I was like, "No, it's okay." But this is her new one. She got a new one. She put her new logo on it. And so it's cranberry.
Love it.
Yeah. So, anyway, I was going to show that.
Awesome.
Yeah. I've been using it as a bookmark. Reduce, reuse, recycle.
That's true.
So that's my only
trophy. Pretty big trophy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I had actually had that ordered. I had ordered a custom die from her before the last podcast, but I got it like the day after or a few days after we podcast last time. So I've had it, just looking at it like I can't wait to show. Can't wait to show. Okay, so the only we already shouted out to our amazing subscribers, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I mean,
so other than that,
do we have a prize to draw?
Oh no!
I just remembered.
Yes, we do. Cut. And then we'll do freebies.
Okay.
So we're back.
Okay.
All right, guys. So I went and got the prize. Buffalo wool. And a needle gauge. Or an everything gauge, as we call it.
Mm-hmm.
And first of all, huge shout out to all of the participants.
Yes.
TV Angie, SLC3, Horribly Limited, and BDN Star. Thank you for participating. We only had 4, so I really appreciate it. Random number generator gave us number 2. So that is, I want to show you guys, which I guess I don't have to show.
I can put the picture.
It's SLC3. Mm-hmm. I love all of them. But man, look at it. Like, she did a great job.
Yeah.
I can't believe any of you finished it. Also, a huge shout out to Phyllis, who finished, as we gushed about, but she didn't enter.
Yeah. She's like, family can't win.
And I'm like, you're not my family. I say you can win. So yeah, they all look great.
They do.
They all look really good.
That's why there's 4, because it's such a beatdown to finish.
It is. God, you guys, anyone who finished is like, a rock star in my book. Mm-hmm. So anyway, congratulations. I don't know what her name is. SLC3 is Jody. Oh, in California. So she's probably laughing at us talking about outdoor school because they do that all the time there.
Right, exactly.
Whatever, Jody. Send me your address and I will send this off to sunny California. Congratulations. Okay. Now, I think the only other thing is Weeby Freebies.
Weeby Freebies.
Yeah, that's all you.
Wait. No, I have one more thing.
Oh.
Okay, so as Sally went to get the prize so we could talk about it, I wanted to ask her about her gnome because I'm thinking about making one for a friend in Chicago. And she likes, she's very minimalist and everything's gray and cream. Ooh. And even her Christmas decorations.
I dig it.
And but her husband likes colors, so they alternate. Like, one year she gets white lights, the next year he gets color lights.
That's legit.
She's like, my front door looks like a whorehouse right now.
Meanwhile, everyone else is like, it's so beautiful. And she's like, ugh, gaudy, it looks like a clown.
Exactly.
That's hilarious. Okay, so what's your question?
So, I was thinking about making him because I have so many creams and grays and charcoal leftovers. I was thinking about kind of marling it, like fading it by holding two strands together and then switch one, only switch one strand when I get to the next, especially because they're all different lengths of yarn. But the way it's constructed, you start here and you go up to the tip and then you go from here to here. So do I do like charcoal to gray here and then gray to charcoal here, or do I try to be like a medium gray here to the cream color and then medium gray down to charcoal? Since you I don't know because
I like the hat being distinctive from the body.
I might have enough to do charcoal for him and then fade his hat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that sounds cute.
But then he wouldn't be, I'd have to make it like a lighter color gray.
Yeah, I think as long as there's a little, I wouldn't fade the body into the hat, I don't think.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
It could be awesome. It's just hard, I'm not picturing it.
Right, and then.
But some people actually did, some people did do everything in one color, so maybe you'd be okay.
The pattern page is everything in one color except for the beard and the hands.
That's true.
But I agree. I like having the hat be a separate color from the body.
Yeah.
I could do a black beard, right?
Yeah.
So that might be a cast on to get done in time for Christmas.
Super cute.
No pressure, Christmas. I say I don't do Christmas knitting, and then I come up with ideas close to Christmas. And
I usually do Christmas knitting, and I am not this year.
Right.
And I am sticking to it so far. It's December 11th, you guys.
And you used worsted, because there are two sizes. Yes. I did print the pattern. There's two sizes. Yes. If you use fingering,
it's a lot smaller.
Right. Well,
overall.
But I'd be using two fingering.
Yeah, so it'd be closer to.
It wouldn't quite be a worsted.
But it'd be closer.
Like a DK.
Yeah. So he would be a little smaller than this guy.
Right.
But not as small as the fingering weight.
Right.
So I was telling her, because she was like, grab your gnome. I want to talk to you about it. And I was like, okay. Every time I look at him, his arms are different. I'll walk through the house and he's like this. I'll walk through the house and he's like this.
I love it.
We don't do Elf on a Shelf in this house.
He's your elf.
And I'm kind of afraid that an elf possessed my gnome because he's moving. Just his arms, but still.
Right.
A little bit creeping me out.
He's so cute. I love him.
He is cute, but he's got some personality. So anyway.
For sure.
I'm excited to see what you do because that sounds super cute and fun. And a little bit smaller would be perfect.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be big. And
it'd be kind of fun, it would be kind of, I'm interested in maybe doing one and having trying to hold a mohair for the beard, having a furry beard.
Do I have a white?
I don't.
That is something to think about.
But isn't that kind of intriguing?
Yeah.
I want it to be a furry beard.
Yeah.
Anyway, freebies.
Yeah. Okay, Weeby freebies. Okay, because because I am getting things off the needles.
Okay.
I have been trolling my queue. Like,
Right.
what am I going to knit next?
Yes.
What am I going to knit
Yes.
next? So I have 5 Weeby freebies that are all in my queue matched up with yarn.
Ooh, so the theme is Alan's Cube.
Yes,
I like it.
Alan's queue. So the first one is a lace cotton ponchette. And
is a ponchette a small poncho?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Like a shawlette almost,
yes.
but poncho form.
Okay.
But I went to like look at the pattern, and if you like this, go download it now, because the pattern link is to an old blog, WordPress blog, and it comes up with some kind of like no longer available, but here it is. And so who knows?
It could eventually be legit.
It might go away.
Interesting. Good tip.
So download it, save it in your patterns. Because I don't know, Ravelry tip, if you add something to your library that you store somewhere else, like say you store it on your computer, or you have it as a book or a hard pattern, you can put a note in that library item. Like when you go to Ravelry, pull up the pattern, add it to your library without buying it from them. And then it pulls up a window, and there's a place to put notes, and there's a location field. And so I just put saved on my computer, or like on this shelf, or and so it just that way, because otherwise I'd be like, where's the pattern?
I'm clicking it and nothing's happening, or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Ooh, that's cute.
Right. Grideline.
Sure.
It's a little cowl with lace, and
that totally looks like you.
Yeah. And I think because I've been working on so many larger projects, I really want to do I haven't done cowls in so long, and I used to do cowls.
That's why you love that tiny little sock.
Yes, exactly. I love the tiny little sock. This has been in my queue for a long time.
Oh my.
I know, it's called Black Death.
Oh my.
Right? But I have
pretty.
it in like kind of a light gray color that I would make it in, and I just love it's Aran weight. And
really? It doesn't look like it.
And the yarn I have is a single Aran weight, and I think it would just be soft and just sturdy and
very pretty.
Petals and Picots.
Okay, that name is so cute.
Right?
And it's a cute pattern too.
It is. This is from Swift Yarns. And
cute.
I actually have Swift Yarn already like assigned to it.
Wow.
I know. So I like how it is good for a variegated. Like yes, it's lace, but it the lace just lightens up the variegation, and it just, I think normally you don't want to use a variegated with a highly patterned fabric.
Yeah. I like it.
Blossom.
That's cute.
And it's so sweet looking. Very sweet. And granted, the yarns I have are not going to be these colors at all. Yeah. It's like gray or green and blue, and anyway. But
and see, I would make it like that. Like I love that.
And see,
oh, that's cute.
It is tempting.
Look at that edging.
It is.
That's really, really cute.
Right.
A lot of work.
Yes. Lots of eyelet holes that need to line up, and
but that cast off itself is going to take days. But worth it. Yeah. Wow. Okay, that one might have to go in my queue.
I know.
It's 3 colors?
It's 3 colors.
But only a little bit of the third color.
Maybe, but it goes the whole
true,
length.
But like it's not going to be a full skein.
No, I think it would be half a skein.
Super cute.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I almost wonder if it's the colors that I like so much, and I might need to like focus on getting those colors.
Maybe. It's cute though. It looks fun too. It looks because you're switching all the time.
Yeah, and you know the
these are all free. I know I ask that every time.
I know, right?
It's like, really?
I know. This one, the blossom, reminds me of Helen Stewart's Pebble Beach shawl.
Yes.
Where it's just lots of that eyelet, and it's so nice to knit, and
that's in my queue. It's not.
Me too.
It's not free though.
It's not.
It's been in my queue for a while though.
Too.
Like I kind of feel like we need to just do it.
I know. But then the bright shiny things
I
show
know.
up.
I know.
Yes.
Well, this has been a super fun episode.
It has. I know.
Gushing about camp, giving away yarn, showing my SQ, explaining about an SQ.
I know. I've never heard that acronym.
Really?
No. I mean, it totally makes sense. Sure, of course. but why I couldn't figure that out.
No one usually says it out loud, but I've seen it like in
text.
In text a lot.
Mm-hmm. Well, guys.
Yeah, this has been awesome.
I know. Thanks for subscribing.
Hope you enjoyed. Again, if you're new, thanks for joining us.
Mm-hmm.
If you're returning, thank you. Thank you for spreading the word. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for showing up and commenting and being so supportive.
Yes, we feel
it. We
it.
really appreciate it.
Yeah.
We are very lucky. We don't get any meanies or anything. This is going to invite them.
You know what? I wanted to talk about that.
We never have hateful people.
We never have. And I have heard so many podcasters that get just like ugly comments, which I don't understand why anybody
Maybe it's
would
because they know I
comment.
just don't have time for that.
Maybe.
They're like, let's not even bother. She looks mean. No, because... No.
And I mean, I can't understand why somebody would just don't watch.
I don't understand
why do you have to
that
be
being
ugly,
hateful, but we're so lucky.
Yeah.
And I hope this isn't jinxing anything.
I know.
I just want to acknowledge that you guys are so well behaved and polite and sweet and so supportive, and we just really appreciate it.
We love it.
I don't know that we have any men that watch.
I know.
If we do, comment.
Yeah.
Because I'm about to say, this has just been like women supporting women, and I love it. But if you're a man and you watch, please let us know. And we appreciate
thank you for supporting us.
We appreciate you just as much. It's just we don't hear from you. We don't know that you're there. But either way, like, I just love, how supportive everything has been. So that's what we need more of.
Knitters are the best.
Knitters are the best. And crocheters and yarny people in general.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And on that note, y'all go out and spread the love.
That's right. And don't forget to slay.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Than the Bendy
Golden Zombie is what I called it. Side by Side by Vera.
Oh, I never would have come up with that.
No, me either.
She has weird names for her stuff. Like, a lot of the times I feel like I'm never going to remember this.
Right.
Like that above the horizon hat. Okay. All right.
Side by Side. Okay.
Just like us. That's how you remember.
You're so cute. I love it.
All right. And it's not glaring off my... I don't see any glare.
So that looks good. Okay. I can see your eyes. Better than I can see mine.
Because they're magnified behind my massive lenses. Okay. Hey guys. We're selling... Forget it. Sorry. I was good. And then it was like, what do we say? I got it. Okay.